guys know that we have like a animal sanctuary, right? We go to basically the shelters and we ask them who has been there the longest and who's about to be put down, and we try to take the dogs or cats and give them a good forever home so they don't get killed by the animal shelters, because there's not enough people out there that want all these pets, and they put them down all the time, and I just can't stand to see that. So we do what we can here. But the very first rescue I ever got was my full-blooded Rottweiler. Her name is Molly, and I was told that she was rescued from a dog fighting ring. They were breeding her to dog fight. Now, whether that's true or not, I have no idea. That's what I was told, so could be true. Anyway, she was the first one we ever got, and for whatever reason, we decided not to have her fixed, because this is before we got all the other dogs, before we started rescuing all the animals. So I thought to myself, well, maybe someday we might want some cute little Rottweiler puppies, so let's not have her fixed just yet. So time goes on, we start rescuing all these other dogs, and I keep meaning to have her fixed, but I never do. And as many of you may know, dogs can only get pregnant when they're in heat. So when she's in heat, we basically just separate her from the rest of the dogs, because she's the only one that's not fixed. So we have this penned-in area for all the dogs, this 50 by 50 fenced-in area they spend most of their days in. And then we have another area in the backyard that's like a smaller 10 by 10 fenced-in area. And so we basically separate her when she's in heat. Pretty sure you guys can see where this is going, but it's going to get even fucking worse. So today, I decided I want to go to Walmart to buy me some more Diet Sam's Cola, because I'm a baller and that's how I fucking roll. And so I'm walking out the front door and almost get to my car, and this little black boy walks up to me and says, "Excuse me, mister, excuse me." Real nice kid. And he walks up to his little sister, and I'm guessing he's probably 8 or 9 years old, and his little sister's about 6 or 7, little kids. And I'm like, "Yes." And he's like, "My dog stuck your dog." And I was like, "What?" And he's like, "My dog is stuck to your dog." And I was like, "What?" I was like, I was wondering, like, if he was saying his dog, like, stuck his face through my fence and bit my dog, or my dog bit his dog as he stuck his face through the fence. And I was like, "What?" And he said, "My dog is stuck to your dog." And I was like, "Where are they?" So I walk around the back, and Molly's gone out of her cage. I'm like, "What the fuck? How'd she get out?" And she's like, "Yeah, they're around back." So I walk around the very, very back, and there's Molly, butt to butt with this other dog. And the other dog is all knotted up inside Molly. And I don't know if you guys know how dog sex works. You probably do, a lot of you. But those of you who don't, here's how it works. So basically the boy dog mounts the girl dog and humps the dog. And then at the base of the male dog's penis, they have this thing called a knot. And the knot swells up with blood when it's inside of the female dog after it's already ejaculated inside. And the dogs are basically stuck together. The knot cannot come out until the male dog kind of settles down a little bit and relaxes, and eventually the penis goes down a little bit and it comes out. But it basically, it's trapped up inside the female dog to make sure that the sperm doesn't spill out, and that it ensures that she gets pregnant. And they say that something like 40% of female dogs in heat get pregnant on the first time. So I'm like, "Oh, god damn it, motherfucker, what is going on here?" And so I have to sit there and have this very uncomfortable conversation with these little kids about what is happening here. They have no idea what the fuck's going on. And so I kind of have diarrhea of the mouth a lot of times. I just say whatever's in my head, just falls out of my fucking mouth. So I'm like explaining sex to these little black kids who I don't even know. And I'm like, I hate to be the one to explain sex to you guys. I don't know if you know how this works, but when the dog gets really excited, he has this thing at the base of his penis called a knot that swells up with blood, and then it gets stuck inside the female dog, and that's what's happening right now. And they were like, "What?" And I was like, "Yeah, that's what happens. That's how puppies get made." And they were like, eyes real wide, and especially the little girl didn't know what the fuck was going on. And so they're like, "Can we pull them apart?" And I was like, "Well, we can't really pull them apart because I don't want to hurt them or anything. We just kind of got to wait." So I sit there for 10 fucking minutes having awkward conversations with these kids as our dogs are knotted ass to ass, waiting for them to get unexcited and break apart. And so they're like asking me questions, like I guess they're curious because I'm the only white guy that lives in the neighborhood. So they're like, "Oh, well, where are you from? Why do you live here?" And I was like, "I just like living here. It's an awesome place to live." And they're like, "Are you going to move soon?" I'm like, "No, I'm not going to move soon. I like it here. I'm probably going to live here the rest of my life." Like, "Where are you from?" So we have these awkward conversations. And then eventually, after a long period of time, probably 10 minutes pass, And then finally, I guess the male dog settles down enough, and his penis comes out of Molly's vagina, and like just dog cum just spills out everywhere. And so the little girl is like, "Oh, gross!" And I was like, "Yeah, that's nasty, but that's how puppies are made." And so anyway, they went home after that, got their dog and went home, and I went inside, took Molly inside, and I'm all embarrassed and shit. So apparently, I taught some little kids sex today on accident. Hope their parents don't get mad at me about that and whatnot. So I got to take Molly to the vet and get her fixed. Apparently, there's a shot they can give her, as long as it's within the first 22 days, that basically makes sure that she won't carry the puppies to full term, because it's like a morning after pill for dogs or whatever. So we're going to have that taken care of. But shit, I should have been on top of it. I should have had her fixed beforehand. Completely my fault, but that was my fucking day. Then I went to Walmart, got my diet sodas, so worked this fucking shit out. So how was your guys' weekend?